Hey guys, Roberto here, and today I'm reviewing some very weird toys that I never expected to review. If you guys didn't know, the Power Rangers toy line has this like a line of toys that are called the nutcracker figures. They're titled the nutcracker figures, but they're basically like 12-inch tall figures that don't have very much articulation. They just move their arms and their legs. They're like a taller version of the Sentai vinyls, basically. If you guys know what the Sentai vinyls are, they're Japanese figures that are very rubbery, and they're from the Japanese Power Rangers or whatever, and they don't move at all. And yeah, so Bandai has been making these since Power Rangers Megaforce. I think that's when they started coming out. And over the past few years, I never really got into them. I never liked the fact of how they look. I think that they look very ugly. And in the nutcracker look that they have, it's very stupid. I don't like the articulation thing or whatever. But this year, I finally decided to get, well, first of all, I got the Ninja Steel Red Ranger Nutcracker figure because it's just Ninja Steel, and I like the suits. I like the way that they look. So even if it does look kind of ugly, I still like the whole Ninja Steel suit that it has and the look. And then I also ended up getting the Red Ranger from the movie. So here it is. So these two were released this year. Actually, this guy was released last year, very late into December, and then this guy was released this year. And yeah, so I picked them up just because, like, you know, I just wanted to get more Power Ranger stuff. I feel like even if the Nutcracker figures look kind of ugly, I can just display them with like my display and stuff and make them look cool. And I've actually never like opened these guys before. I've never really seen how they feel. I mean, they look ugly, but like I just want to see like maybe that could change my mind if like I hold them and stuff. And yeah, so they made figures for these for Megaforce, Super Megaforce, Dino Charge, Dino Supercharge, Ninja Steel, which is out now. And I remember seeing the Super Megaforce once, and I almost got them. They were at TJ Maxx and they were on clearance because it was like 2015 and Super Megaforce was over by then. But then I'm just like, I never ended up getting them. And then finally around last year, around late November, I was at a Family Dollar, and they had the Dino Supercharge wave, and it was the Purple Ranger, the female Purple Ranger Kendall, in this size, the 12-inch version. And they also made villain figures for these guys, so there's actually a Fury version of this guy. A Fury, you know, guys, you guys know who Fury is. He's the villain that fights the Dino Charge Rangers. And then there was Knight and all that, and it looked kind of interesting, so I almost got them. But then they were like $9 each, and it was like $30 for like the whole set. So I ended up never getting them. But then finally this year I took advantage of that, and yeah, and I decided to just get Ninja Steel Red Ranger because he looks really cool and I really like his suit, and the movie Red Ranger 2. And yeah guys, so today we're going to be doing a little bit short review, and yeah, so let's go. Alright guys, well the first figure we're taking a look at is Ninja Steel Red Ranger, and honestly I got this for the suit. I really like the way that the suit looks, so I was like tempted by it. I'm like, you know what, let me just get it even though it looks ugly. So the packaging looks, actually, I really like the packaging for these things, even though the figures themselves are ugly. It's the Power Rangers Ninja Steel logo up here, the Bandai logo, ages 4 and up. Down here is the Red Ninja Steel Ranger throwing the Elemental Star, and then it says Red Ranger, so you're getting the Red Ninja Steel Ranger. And then on the side is some really cool like design of Ninja Power Stars or whatever. On the other side is the same thing, and then on the back is a really cool picture of the Ninja Steel Red Ranger. And in the wave for this guy, they actually have the blue and yellow Rangers from Ninja Steel, so they've been out for a while now, and I've actually seen them in stores, so I might pick them up later on if this figure maybe changes my whole mindset about these guys. But for now, like, I'm not sure. But yeah, but here's the Red Ninja Steel Ranger, and it's a really cool picture. It's the Ninja photo shoot, so it's not the actual Ninja Steel guys or whatever. They're both the same. So down here is a Bandai website, and go Power Rangers or whatever. You can watch the show on Nickelodeon. It's random information, and yeah. So let's open this guy up first, and you know, I actually opened the thing already before I started filming, so yeah, so let's open him up and see how he feels. Alright, and yeah, so here he is out of the packaging, and he looks alright, he feels alright. The articulation is very basic. They call it Nutcracker for a reason, and the reason why is because the Nutcracker feel really comes into hand. Just look at this. This is the most articulation you get out of this guy. You can move his legs like this, you can't move his feet. You can move his hands, his arms, all the way around, and then you can move his head all the way back. And yeah, so that's your articulation. It's very basic, and yeah, so he stands 12 inches tall. So let's compare him to a Red Ninja Steel Ranger figure real quick. 5-inch figure, 12-inch figure, so it's very big. And yeah, so he's just standing like this. And if you guys have seen the past figures for the Nutcracker wave or whatever, they've actually released weapons for these guys. So it's the first time that the weapons will come with the Nutcracker figures. Because I remember in Dino Charge and Super Megaforce, they did come with their weapons. It was like a bigger version of Dino Charge Saber or whatever. The back there's no paint, so sadly there's no paint in the back. But you turn them around and you can get some really cool Ninja Steel. So Ninja Steel suit or whatever. So It's an alright figure. It's not bad. It's definitely something that I wouldn't buy like quick, but like it looks alright. The painting is basic. It's very, very basic. It actually reminds me of the little figure. The 5-inch figure has like the same basic painting. Of course, the 5-inch figure has the back painted black at least. This one doesn't. It's just all red. And that's when it starts to remind me of the vinyl figure from the Ninja. So here's the Sentai Hero Series vinyl figure. And they kind of look alike. The bottom here isn't painted either, so yeah, that's sad. But if you look at the back of both, they're both not painted in the back, so, you know, they're similar to each other. And yeah, so it's just really cool to have like a 12-inch version of your favorite Ranger. Guys, next up is the movie Red Ranger 12-inch figure, and the packaging for this guy is really, really cool. It reminds me of the whole movie look, obviously, because it's going for the movie. But the back is the Power Morpher from the movie, so you guys can sort of see that. Little screen here so you can see the figure inside. The Power Rangers movie logo down here, so bounce Power Rangers. And then down here is a really cool picture of the Red Ranger from the movie. CGI look right there. It says Red Ranger, so warning signs or whatever. Power Rangers logo on the side, Bandai logo, just pointing up on the side too. Bottom is some random information. And the back, there's no cool picture of the Ranger this time. It's actually just also available are the rest of the movie figures, 12-inch figures. So here's the rest of the team, and it's black, blue, yellow, pink. And then Alpha 5 is coming soon, so stay tuned for a 12-inch version of him. And then down here's some random information. And yeah, guys, so let's actually open him up too. And I have a feeling I'm gonna like this guy a lot more than Ninja Steel. Like, I like the Ninja Steel Red Ranger figure, but this guy looks more badass. And yeah, so I really definitely like his look. He looks really, really cool. Sadly, we get the syndrome of not painting the entire suit and just the most important stuff. For example, he's not painted very well, and you know, it happened with the little 5-inch figure, so I'm not really surprised that it happened with the 12-inch one. This one actually has less paint than the 5-inch figure, and yeah. So the articulation is very basic too. You can just move the arms around, hands, head all the way, which is something you couldn't do with the 5-inch figure, so that's really cool. And then you can move the legs, and yeah, so you can put him in that high kick pose or whatever. Really, really cool. And yeah, guys, so you guys want to see him all the way. Here he is, in the back, feet. He's not painted that much, so definitely I might just paint this guy myself. I'm not the type to customize my toys. I don't really like touching them with paint because I like to keep everything original. But this guy is in desperate need of paint. Like, he literally has not that much paint. So that's kind of a sad part about these figures, that they're not painted very well. They have very minimum paint, and yeah. But yeah, but here's his helmet if you guys want to take a closer look at him. And here's a little morphing grid that he has in his chest. Power Morpher down here. And yeah, so one more time, let's compare him to the movie 5-inch figure. And he doesn't come with any weapons either. They just come with themselves. You know, you can punch them. Actually, if you get the Ninja Steel Red Ranger figure, you can do a little bit of, you know, like role playing with, they meet each other and they're like, hi, like, you know, we're the Red Rangers of 2017, like, we're amazing. These figures aren't that bad. I like them. So yeah, guys, and that was my review of the 12-inch Red Rangers from the Power Rangers Ninja Steel and the Power Rangers movie. I didn't want to make a big intro review or whatever because it's, you know, like, they're just two 12-inch figures. They don't really have that much in common. So it's just a little bit of comparison with the figures and all that, the smaller versions of them. But yeah, guys, but these are definitely very fun. Even though I'm just a teenage collector, definitely, like, you never know if you like them. Even, like, buy one. Like, just buy one and just open them up and maybe check out how they are. And they do look kind of shitty because of the whole 12-inch look and the nutcracker look and whatever, but they're actually very fun when you open them up. And even though you don't have a lot of articulation with them or a lot of movements or whatever, you can actually just pose them around and just make, like, recreate scenes of what if the Red Ranger from the movie got tall and he just started touring a city and then the other movie Rangers had to go take him down or whatever. It's random stuff like that. You just can just have fun with these figures, and yeah. But yeah, but I'm actually gonna go out and get the rest of the Ninja Steel figures. The movie team, not so much. I don't really want to get like the whole entire team because I don't really like buying the same figures over and over, just like different versions or different color, whatever. It just really depends on if I like the suits or not. The movie figure suits are fun, but I'm just definitely not trying to get more of the movie ones. They're not painted very well. But yeah, but I do like the Ninja Steel ones, so I'm definitely gonna go out and get red and blue. I have red. I mean blue and yellow. And yeah, guys. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this short review and comparison. More toy reviews on the way. I'm actually going to upload a very different toy review coming up. It's definitely not Power Ranger related or Ninja Turtle related or anything that I reviewed before on this channel, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's Roberto from Ranger Mania, signing out.